Hi, this is Craig and Celeste with Sulcata Grove, and we're in Homestead, Florida, and we're doing some mango tastings down here. Our good friend Nerys Ledesma gave us an Angie, and we're going to give it a try. I've tried Angie before, and I wasn't really blown away with it. I think it's primarily been developed as a commercial variety, and commercial varieties tend to have characteristics such as good shelf life, don't bruise easily. They look nice versus really having a great flavor. So some of them are, some of them aren't. We'll just have to kind of see. Like I said, I tried Angie once before and I wasn't that impressed, but we're going to give it an open-minded new shot to see what. Ooh, this is very juicy. That's a good sign.
And Nerys is much better at picking mangoes than we are, so she's good at knowing exact time to pick.
Well, she likes Angie, and
she really does, yeah.
She is definitely a mango expert. Ooh, this smells good.
It smells really resinous to me.
Does it?
Angie is probably a mature person's mango, and I'm just immature when it comes to mangoes.
You like a little kitty candy mango.
I do. I don't like a complex mango. I don't like a...
I like complex, but I don't like...
The resin is what puts
too much
me off.
resin. Yeah, I don't, but I do like to have it... Ooh, this is...
I like spicy.
This is coming off a nice, really thick cheek off of this thing. Must be a really thin seed. Very thin seed. That's nice. Yeah, it's a lot of mango with that. Ooh.
Oh, nobody can see the mango.
Oh well. You can do some close-ups. This is not our usual setup, so we don't have a... Anyway. Beautiful, big, thick chunk of mango there. That's good. It's a little bit watery, but Nerys said that all of hers were kind of watery this year. They've had to waste too much rain.
I will say this is the best Angie I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's thicker. It's got like the density of it is thicker than a lot of mangoes.
Well, I think last time we had an Angie, it was probably overripe. Mm-hmm. This one's really at its peak. Slightly watery, little bit of chalkiness, but I think those kind of can go together sometimes.
I like the chalkiness of it. It doesn't have the funky flavor that some of the other ones, which I think were probably overripe.
Yeah, they get overripe. Yeah, I think that's...
It's got some citrusy flavor.
It's got a little bit of a spicy flavor, not like an Indian mango spicy, but it's like a...
I don't know, it's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, this is good. I'm glad I tried this again. I didn't like Angie last time, but I'm thinking after having this one, I think the one we had before was probably overripe. Where this is, it's not, it doesn't have anything particular that's...
A wow to me.
Yeah, there's not like a wow factor to it.
But I think if you're growing commercially and you
but for a commercial one, it's... I would compare it to maybe Glen. Good all-around, sweet, good texture to it. Nothing super wow, but still good. Not boring. Citrusy mango, but not strong citrusy.
It's got a way different flavor near the skin. Like that's where a lot of the chunky, creamy flavor is to me. It's right near skin.
I want to say a little tiny bit of cantaloupe flavor to it. slight. but it's good. That's a good mango.
It's got less mango flavor than the Quesar that we tasted.
Yes, the Quesar had more mango flavor. This is more of a, again, these are a little bit watery, but a little bit of a washed out citrus flavor.
With a hint of coconut creamy kind of flavor. I don't know if the creamy I'm associating with coconut or
it's got maybe a little bit of coconutty aftertaste. I didn't hit any coconut up front. You can grab the last piece. I'm gonna eat this.
This is better. I would give this like a 7.5 or 8.
Yeah.
And I usually rate Angie's really low.
Yeah, the last I said this is way better than the Angie we had before, but yeah, I would give that 7.5 to an 8. That's what I would give it too. But good, and so and again, the good part of this is if it is ones that are selected for commercial growth. If they're even decent tasting, they already have all those other good characteristics of being disease resistant and good producers, and they don't bruise easily and shelf life.
Flesh, and it's a beautiful color.
Well, that was the other thing too. Is I just cut this thing and it had nice, big, thick cheeks on both sides of the seed that came off. So that's always a good thing too.
And the color's pretty. Like they're some of the prettiest mangoes.
So anyway, okay. So I've changed my opinion of Angie. It's not top 10, but it's way better than I had it before.
And we've never grown an Angie, so we don't know like growth habit and all that stuff.
Yeah, but again, I know that both Richard Campbell and Nerisse had both been pushing this as one of their favorites, and they tend to, a lot of what they were looking for in that program was commercial varieties and ones that had good commercial characteristics. And that's a big bonus for this too. Even if you're home growing it, there's a lot of things that you get beneficial from commercial variety types. Typically, flavor is not one of them. Something like Tommy Adkins, it's a great commercial variety for somebody who's trying to produce lots and lots of fruit for sale commercially. But compared to Tommy Adkins, this is way better. So as a commercial variety goes, this is top tier. As a homegrown variety, it's still pretty good. So anyway, so that's Angie. Give it a try sometime. It's not bad at all.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Pick the mango from the tree and the mango down to me. Put the mango in a sack. Put the sack up